Whoa, bet you weren't expecting another one. So, I'm actually going to do a little challenge here. I don't know if it's been done, and I don't know if it's been thought of, although I'm sure it has. Probably. But the challenge is, I have to beat all 5 of these in a row, in succession, on one attempt. If I fail at any part, I have to restart back at Fire Aura and proceed in order. I have to beat all 5 of these in one single attempt without fail. That is the challenge. Beat every level on the first attempt. If you fail, you restart from the very, very first level. Here goes. Obviously, if I fail on this one, I can just restart. But to make things interesting and to keep that precious number 1 at top, I'll have to back up to the main menu and come back. Here's hoping.
Oh my god, he wants to piss you off from the right end.
Already playing on the edge here. Got real close to that spike just now. Pretty sure if I was any closer, it would have been an absolute game. Had to start over already. Like that. Alright, quit. Yes. And restart. So, it's not looking too promising right now, is it? I haven't even gotten through the half of the first level on this challenge. But a little persistence goes a long way. Let's make it happen. Why? Because we can. Okay, got my rhythm back. At least I didn't do that again. Doing some poorly timed blinking on my end. I can't really afford a lot of blinking when you're playing this. Alright. And we fucked it up. Definitely got further. Alright, here we go. Attempt number 1. On the first attempt challenge of the Impossible game.
Okay.
Okay. It's funny because the first 2 levels will literally be the tax time at this point. And then the other 3 will be the actual gameplay. I'm about to get real good at these first 2 levels. I think we got it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. On to the next one. Alright, 4 minutes in and we beat the first one on attempt 1. On to the next. Original level. I feel like playing back and forth between Fire Aura and original level will be it'll kind of mess me up a little bit because it's the same song, but with different patterns in the songs, so we'll see what happens. I actually have very little experience playing this one, but I imagine it's not too difficult. If it's anything like Fire Aura. Although, oddly enough, it's placed after Fire Aura instead of before it. What you gonna do? So far, so easy. Okay. Got it. that part's the same. This is a little different. Not sure what to expect. Oh, that was different. Alright, definitely got me on edge right now. I'm not sure what to expect. Okay, I got through it. It wasn't too bad. Minute 40 something to beat the second level. On to the next. Gotta beat it on the first attempt. If I lose, I start back at Fire Aura. Whoa, that was a quick spike. Forgot how fast that comes up on you. Almost lost real quick. Alright. I am really worked up now. Not as relaxed as my previous playthroughs. Because now there's a large consequence to losing. Ooh. Okay. I don't even remember much. Although I think I got it. Whew. No. Oh, well. Back to the beginning. So I messed up at the 3s. And it looked like it was an early jump that was the cause. And there's not much to say. Not much to say about that except for user error. That was my fault. Oh boy. I only got about halfway through the challenge, but it feels like I'm not even 5% of it because I know how tough the other ones are after that. And to beat them on the first attempt will be quite difficult, to say the least. Alright.
Oh my god.
Already this feels like tax time. This whole level and the whole next one. It's so easy. So easy. And I'm not saying that ironically. I've done this level so many times at this point that I'm just numb to it. Oh, whatever, Spikes. Even if I don't manage to complete the challenge, and if I don't, I'll probably end up doing another follow-up video, if I don't, and seeing how long this may take. It's pretty likely that I won't finish on this attempt here. But even if I don't, I'd be interested to see how far I can get at least. Can I make it to the 4th level? Can I make it to the 5th? If I can even make it to the 5th level, it's pretty satisfying to me. But of course, when you get that close to heaven, oh, you just want the gold from there. So I'm just gonna be that more motivated to try to beat the challenge. The first attempt impossible game challenge. We'll see. Oh, I nearly missed that just now. Gotta be careful. Even, whoa, you lagged a little. Can't afford any lag on this challenge. Hell no. And there we go. Alright, back where we were on the third level of the challenge out of 5. Still feeling like only 5%, even though it's half. Here we go on Chaos Fantasy. And right off the bat with that real fast spike. Ready to end my challenge immediately. Not today's spike. Although, considering this level, very likely that a spike is going to be what stops me. Because they like to sneak up on you. From directly in front of you, somehow they sneak up on you. Really worked up right now. I gotta calm down or I'm not gonna beat this level. And it's easy to just say that, but to actually control how you feel is a whole nother story. Alright. Got through those easy parts. After we get through purple, it gets quite difficult. For me, at least. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Yellow has screwed me over so many times. Alright, back to the beginning. 12 minutes in and we're on attempt 1 of Fire Aura level 1. Oh boy. This is not going to be an easy challenge. Oh no. Still worked up. Same thing that happened to me last time. I was so worked up, it took me a minute to come back down from that. I consider myself pretty calm, pretty patient, level-headed type of person. Ooh. To get me worked up like that is something. I don't know. Sometimes I'm just real articulate, aren't I? Okay, coming down, coming down. Yeah. I don't know, I just gotta make this tax time feel a little more exciting. It's almost boring at this point. Just repeatedly beating this level over and over and over. I know I sound like I'm complaining, but really I'm just trying to say anything so that it's not just this level playing. I'm sure that's the most entertaining thing. But hopefully my input can help make it a little bit more entertaining. Alright, there's number 1 out of 5. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Alrighty then, just walk that in, why don't you?
Indeed. Alright, original level.
At least it looked like you just walked it in through all 3 of them.
Here we go.
Oh, no, they were all...
The person talking in the background, that's my brother Chris.
Why didn't it look like all 3 of them were there?
He's playing Rocket League right now
Right through them all. Just walk through.
with a guy named Neon Dragon 25, who's a streamer.
They did not know the way.
He's got a couple hundred stream followers. It's pretty cool, considering that Chris and I are pretty much unknown. He's got 1 subscriber, I've got 0, which makes him infinitely better than me. He has an infinite number of times more followers than me. Or subscribers, whatever terminology has to be used. Can't wait until I get my first subscriber. I wonder who it will be. Probably a family member, if I had to guess. Not that I'm complaining. It's just the most likely. That part almost tricks me up a little. Whoa! That was... Whoa! This level almost made me mess up. This is like one of the easy ones. It's like I was saying earlier, just playing these 2... Whoa! Back to back, it messes with my mind a little because I expect different patterns. That's the problem with memorizing, is as soon as something changes, it's hard to deal with. Alright, back on the 3rd out of 5. And there's the fast spike. And we're lagging. Never good. Never good when you're lagging. Especially with this barrage of spikes. Ooh, that was close. On this easy part, I almost lost. Alright. Here's hoping I can get through this level.
Put it up. Doesn't matter if
Oh.
you win or loss, it's just bye.
Not today, it looks like. Back to the beginning. Oh boy. Alright.
You guys trying to do like that.
Fire
Let's
Aura.
get out of here.
Once again, get to hear this song again. Pretty much have the entire song
You're the one
memorized.
that I told to watch YouTube like
You could probably hum the whole thing from start to finish and be completely on point. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Realistically, if I've only played this game for 14 hours according to Steam, it means I've probably only put in a quarter of that time towards listening to this song. So 3 hours maybe, a little more. Which isn't exactly enough time to have that much of a song just perfected, unless you're some sort of genius. There's that lag. Really need that lag to not happen. Throws me off a lot. Alright, and on to original level, aka level 2. The end, nice. No, like, who cares, says the developers. Whatever, nice, I guess. Should have been an I guess at the end of that. Just to tease you. Alright. Level 2 again. I knew I was gonna just be playing these for the most of this. Not because of the obvious, but I had a feeling that all the pressure of the amount of time it would take to get back would be what throws me off so much. So I was pretty sure that I would fail a lot at Chaos Fantasy. And sure enough, I have been. Oh, I failed here now. Oh, this is a difficult challenge. Alright, this will be my last attempt for today. We'll try this again another day. And actually, what I'm going to do to finish this up is if I do fail, I'm going to carry on until I beat the levels. That way I have a little extra practice for next time. In the event that I don't beat it now, which I will certainly give it my best shot. But if I'm ever going to actually beat these, I'm going to need that practice. Especially since I don't want to forget those levels. So basically, the rest of this playthrough is just going to be me beating all the levels in however many attempts it takes. And in case, for whatever reason, I still don't beat the challenge next time, I'll probably end it in a similar fashion. See, on this one, I have to do nothing at that fall. But on original level, I have to jump at the bottom of that fall, or else I'll lose. Alright, so I already failed the challenge on the first level. Things have really regressed. So,
That's weird.
let's see how many total attempts it takes for me to beat all 5 levels now at this point. at least for practice towards beating the challenge eventually one day. The first attempt challenge. Nice. Exactly what the developers of the game said. No need to rub it in, Chris. He's so focused on Rocket League, you can't even hear me. Alright. 2 attempts on that one, although clearly I can do it in one, as I did it every single time except for the last one. Because I handle pressure so well. Alright, now original level. Let's see how many times. So 2 attempts on Fire Aura, which means I haven't quite perfected it, much as I wish I had. Excuse me. I'm sure that was lovely for the ears. It's odd because I know that if you break it down, this level is probably easier. Because I've done Fire Aura so many more times, since, you know, it's the first level available, and you're going to play it till you master it. This level almost feels harder just because it's different. Even though it's probably easier because you hold spacebar so long. Just holding spacebar gets you through so much of that level. Letting go of spacebar is really the challenge here. Although if I did it on my first attempt, I suppose that's pretty much going to clinch that in as being easier than Fire Aura. Since it took me 2 attempts today. Okay. I remember my first video, I played Fire Aura and beat it on the first try, and so the first video was really all about Chaos Fantasy. I wasn't expecting to beat it on the first try then. I really wasn't. It had been so long since I played this game that I wasn't sure I would. And sure enough. Also, friggin' lost just now. Damn it. Damn. Looks like this is gonna take me a couple attempts as well. How unfortunate. 24 minutes into the video. Oh no. See, I'm really messing this up now.
What?
I'm really devolving.
Damn.
Oh boy.
Man, I got a drink on that. I haven't gotten a crate in so long. Nope. Well, we might get bashed.
At this point, I'm just ready to move on. I got very little to say about this level. I knew I was going to do it a lot of times this challenge, but I'm very weary of it already.
Alright, let's see you play the possible.
Down.
Oh, he was only a champion last year. Okay, wow.
And that's that.
Sure.
All this easy stuff remaining.
I didn't even notice. Huh, I'm gold. How can I even stand a chance against that?
And there it is. Hooray,
Oh,
fireworks!
yeah, I'm fine.
Something's going on over there. Alright, 25 and a half minutes.
Fine, not
Round
fine.
of Chaos
Is
Fantasy.
that what we're going for? He's only like one rank above me. He's only champion.
So, this is basically now just practice for the challenge for a future day. I want all of this to be in my brain for probably tomorrow, let's be honest. I mean, I've already put in a couple hours of this game just today alone. And I work a full-time job. 40 to 50, well, about 50 hours a week. Although it looks like all that tax time has really paid off instead of going into practice mode. Because I feel very connected to these levels now. Even though Chaos Fantasy is the one that feels like I have the least
no
practice
way!
with.
Oh my god!
And now that there's so little pressure, of course I'm gonna just beat it on the first try. Oh, that was the very end. And as soon as I brought that up, I started doubting myself. And really, confidence has a lot to do with this. Confidence is very important in this game. If you have any doubt on whether to jump or not, odds are that moment of thinking is going to be enough to delay you to where you're going to fail. You need to be certain of what you're doing. And that's where repetition comes in. After all, this is a time traveler's game. So we're up to 6 attempts on the first 2 levels. Here's the second attempt on the third. I gotta remember not to hold spacebar down there, because if you do, you'll end up jumping too quickly.
Almost isn't good enough with champions.
Because there's just a little bit too much space between the 3 block segments that you start getting ahead of them. And I believe that's what caused me to fail on my second attempt. So, memo to me, just tap the spacebar instead of holding it. Don't be lazy with it, basically, is the lesson here. There we go. Starting to feel it now. When you play this game, because I know how silly that sounds just now. When you play this game, the confidence that I was just talking about, you can feel it. Like on a physical level, you can feel your confidence. Basically, your certainty, I guess, is a better word than confidence. Confidence can be misinterpreted. The certainty of when to press spacebar. And at some points, that certainty is like palpable. Like you know with an absolute no doubt, perfect understanding at some point. So just press it in sequences of exact times without a doubt. There's no unwavering. You just don't even think about it. It just goes well. Kind of like when you know a song so well that it takes nothing but doing, and you do it. That is not the case for 99% of the time. Every now and then, I just don't even need to think. I'm pressing it and going. Like right now, I'm so focused on talking about this philosophy that I'm not even thinking about my button presses. They're just happening. Now I'm more conscious of it. And it's still fine. But then that small amount of doubt which just happened comes in and you mess up. Of course you mess up too when you're not thinking about it. The trick is that confidence. That's not the whole job, just to be clear. I feel like some people place too much faith, too much, I guess I can't think of the right word, but they place too much in confidence that they lose track of how important other things are as well. That foundation beneath the confidence, otherwise you have a false confidence. And that false confidence is no good. It might as well not even be confidence. It's just used to trick people. Even yourself sometimes. That's better. Alright, we're at the end again. Let's try to keep it on the wraps this time. Unlike that. So there's a lot of 3 jumps at the end of this level that I need to pay attention for when I repeat the challenge later. Really, the practice is the only thing that's going to help. And I know I'm not using practice mode, and that's because I need to have all of this in order in my brain. I can't just pick up where I leave off or anything like that. I need the whole thing in order. That's just how my brain works. I'm sure it sounds a little strange, but that's just me.
Just in time. Literally just in time. Oh, come on.
Alright, yellow is the tricky one. There we go. What? Oh, sure I pressed it in time. I guess not, though. Wow, we're already up to attempt 9 and 33 minutes in. This is going to be a long video. But I will carry on until I beat all levels again. Otherwise, there's no way I can beat the challenge if I can't even beat them in one, what's the word I'm looking for? If I just can't beat them, obviously. Let's just end it there. Let's just end that thought. Because I am weary in the brain right now from all this. I need to perfect these levels in order to beat the first attempt challenge. So I had a taste of it in this episode, of how it'll play out. Basically what'll happen is I'm just going to be more pressured as each level goes on. And it's no joke, man. That pressure is no joke. I pressed jump. Okay. I must have pressed it too early is the only thing that makes sense. Of course it's possible that's lag, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't because there was no jittering. So it must have been me pressing it just ever such a short amount of time. 100th of a second too early. I bet if you watch the replay I'm just way off. I doubt it though. I'm pretty sure I was very close. I was sure that was going to be it. Wow, we have reached the double digits of attempts on the second level. That is no bueno. those jumps were a little too fast. That almost ended very bad. Oh, I guess we're done. I'll have to continue this next time because, well, the angels have taken over. So until next time, y'all, have a good one. Bye.